right? That's got to be based on the business case. And here, Nick, you say something? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, well, I mean, to your point, this transition from 6 to 7 is exactly what we were talking about earlier. Of like, if this is done improperly, you go too big, too fast. And so, I mean, we as we were kind of putting out that landscape, and it becomes, a hairball of things to solve. It is, and we'll be talking about this in a minute. Once we kind of build that business case, you have got to make sure you don't go too big, too fast. It's very easy for us as technologists to see that and go, oh, I can solve all of this. But to Dave's point, we have got to build the business case to help us drive what and where.
Right, and multiple business cases. And we want to put this is why it's ideal that the automation leaders are building this business case versus a business analyst or somebody from a central IT organization, because they understand what is the financial impact of this. So if we're going to start with building the business case, we'll really start with what is the cost of this process today? We want to look at areas, outcomes in terms of financial outcomes. I mean, we're all going to quantify all this in terms of money, but what is a direct financial impact, right? What are the impact on processes and productivity and labor costs? What about, speed and process efficiency, and finally, what is the impact on customer? How is this going to impact top line revenue? How is it going to, our opportunity to get new logo if that's the kind of business you're in? So what is the cost? And then you apply modeling to that, right? So, in this example, we used order to cash. It's of a manual process. We identified lost hours to the business, cost of refunds, cost of shipping delays and mistakes. We accounted for errors in manual processes, and we quantified what's going on the customer side. And altogether, when we did this, we came up, and this was for one of our customers, we came up with a calculation of the cost of this order to cash process was $5 million per year. What's the next step? Obviously, you model the cost of that process. If you could eliminate the waste and your inaccuracies, right? And now, by quantifying, hey, if we could automate everything, we're talking about a little over $1 million versus 4.4 million. We've got a target ROI, or 5 point. That was the ROI. But what we've got here, we know that's just a projected value, but you've got a value calculation, and you can start to prioritize projects and develop your roadmap and strategy model based on a combination of what is the business value, but also other factors. And I know that this is a topic you've put a lot of thought into.